Hello, everyone, and welcome to this referral masterclass. So, I wanted to put this together because referral should be an absolute key component of your inbound leads. And a lot of the time, referrals are a fantastic quality of lead. And the big reason is that there is already inherent trust. That person already trusts you because they've been referred from a confidant. They've been referred by a friend, a family member, or a colleague. And so already when you have that initial conversation, there is a level of trust that has already been established. And so if you got more referrals into your business, you're going to be more successful because they are great quality of leads. And it also takes some of the pressure off your other lead sources as well. So really successful businesses are fantastic at getting referrals. And a lot of the time when I ask prospects or I ask fitness business owners, I say, hey, how are you getting referrals right now? And they say, well, just people are, really kindly just referring clients to me. And there's some great word of mouth. And I'm like, fantastic. What would happen if you actually had a referral system in place? Do you feel like you could get more referrals? And a lot of the time it's absolutely yes. There's a lot of certainty in and around that. And so you may already be getting referrals in your business, and that is testament to you as a business owner. That is testament to your product and service. But if you had a referral system like the one I'm going to share with you today, then that is essentially putting gasoline on the fire. It's rather than just hoping for a referral, it's having a systematic way of generating them. And it really is going to significantly increase the number of referrals you get every single week into your business. And this is going to enable you to grow. So a key component of our coaching clients in either our Success Club program or our Game Changer program is that they have a referral system. And there's a few components to it that I'm going to be sharing with you today. So as we go through. So I'm going to do a little bit of drawing. You'll have to excuse my messy writing, but it just helps me demonstrate these points. So the first is going to be a framework that I'm going to give you, and it's a super simple framework, a really simple acronym, in fact. And so I'm going to share that, and it's EAR, okay? And it's EAR with a double R. All right, so this is your framework for referrals. The first and foremost thing is you have to earn referrals, guys. Referrals are not going to come to you unless you have a quality product, quality service that delivers results, over delivers on your promise, solves clients' frustrations, fears, and problems, and delivers their wants and aspirations. So the inherent attribute with this system is that you have to earn it. The mere fact that you're watching this, you're dedicating time and to learning this tells me that you're serious about your business. So you're probably doing a very good job of the E component at the moment. And that's the earn. The second part, and this is where we're going to spend a majority of our time today, is that you must ask for referrals. You have to ask for the referral. Sometimes they just come your way because of goodwill, and nothing is better than that. All right. Absolutely welcome this with open arms. But once we start systematically asking, we're going to see those referrals just skyrocket. Okay. So, like all areas of your business, referrals must be systemized. All right. Every component of your business must be systemized. And this is what we do in our coaching programs. We help great businesses systemize so we can make it easier, so they can have more time and they can grow at an accelerated rate. The R's, you must recognize it. So you always recognize your referrals and then you reward. Now, I'll come back to these because where I want to spend most of our time is in this ask component. There are three different ways or at three different levels do we ask for these referrals, okay? So let me go through all three and then I'm going to share with you some examples of how we do this as well. So you're in for an absolute treat. I'm going to give you some quality stuff throughout the course of today. All right, so the first is that we must ask. We ask at 3 points within the client journey. So we ask at 3 points within the journey. All right. The first point we ask, all right, is either at point of sale or within their first week. All right. And the reason is it's very, very simple. When a new client comes on board, so if you have, and this isn't entirely accurate here, all right, but if you have this little chart here, you've got time over here, and you've got this excitement factor. You know, when they start, they're at the peak of their excitement. Now, they're probably excited all the way through, but they're at the peak over here, all right? And so, you know, they've just done something really courageous. They've done something which is getting them out of their comfort zone, and they want to tell their family and friends. They want to tell their family and friends about this great new facility that they're training at, or this great new boot camp that they're at, or this fantastic new trainer that they have. And so we have to ask at some point, either at the point of sale when they commit or within the first week. But the key here is that it must be systemized. It must be systemized. So it's done at the same point every single time. It's not done at point of sale, then maybe the first session, then maybe the third session. No, it's either at their first check-in, which should be at some point within their first 7 days, or at the point of sale. Now, a lot of people will say, well, Dan, isn't it a bit much? This person is only just now committing to training to ask for a referral. No, it's not. It's not, because they're excited. They already trust you. And some of the time, they not only want to tell their family and friends, but they would actually like maybe someone like a family or a friend or a colleague to do it with. And so what you want to do is you want to systemize it. All right. I keep saying that word. You might be doing the interview, all right? You've got a client interview form that you go through within their first session. And then at the end of that, you may say, hey, do you have, it sounds like, you know, we're absolutely in a position to help you. I can't wait to help you achieve these health and fitness goals. Do you have any other family members, friends, colleagues? Is there anyone else you know that, you know, would really like to enhance their health and fitness? Now, I'm using health and fitness. You can say something a lot more specific than that. And it's just as simple as that, all right? But you ask the question. We do this, we ask. So we definitely ask within their first week or at point of sale. The second part that we ask is when we have these little things called triggers. Now, a lot of the time, your clients will say things to you. They will say, oh, Dan, I can't believe how strong I am right now. I can't believe I just deadlifted 150 kilos. When I came in here, I struggled with 50 kilos. I can't believe I'm fitting into this skinny pair of jeans right now. There was no way I could have done that. I can't believe that I can walk, you know, go on these amazing walks with my partner and not feel out of breath. All right. These are what we call triggers. They're already telling you about their results. They're already telling you about how, you know, they've really benefited from your training. All right. And so when you get these triggers, a lot of the time we're just like, oh, thank you so much. That's great to hear. No. That's your opportunity to, again, ask for this referral. So you say, fantastic, Dan. It's been great seeing you go from, you know, struggling with that 50 kilo deadlift to now being an absolute beast with that 150 kilos. Do you know anyone else? Is there any friends that you have, maybe old schoolmates? Is there anyone else that would like to become a beast like you, to get really strong? Maybe they're training right now and they're not getting the results like you're getting. Do you know anyone? Because I'd love to help more people like you. All right. And so that's called a trigger, and you got to pounce on those. And normally what I will associate this with is a KPI, a key performance indicator, or just a target. And I'll set my clients a target of how many referrals they should be asking for every single week with these triggers. So I might say you've got to ask for 3 referrals every week. So you've got to look for 3 of these triggers every week. All right. And it's about really getting the reticular activating system to look for these triggers. And then once you see the trigger, habitualize the ask. So that's the second point. Now this client, they've been asked at point of sale. They've been asked as they're telling you about how good their experience is. The third one is events, all right, or campaigns. And that's where I'm going to go into a little bit more detail now and just showcase some of the stuff. I'm going to pull the curtains back and show you some of the stuff that we do within our programs really, really well. And so what you want to do at least 3 to 4 times per year is you want to create an event or a campaign that really rewards referrals and gives you an opportunity to ask for referrals. All it does is actually act like a big trigger. All right. And so I'm going to share with you 3 different types. So we'll just scroll through. Here we go. All right. So the first is what we call a client billboard. All right. This is very, very simple. But what we do is we take photos of our members or maybe some little videos. Okay. And so each member or each client has their own little video, their own little photo. You send that to them and you also send some copy like this. All right. It doesn't have to be exactly this copy. And you say, hey, do you mind posting this? You absolutely ask them face to face, would you mind posting this on your Facebook, on your Instagram, and anywhere else you feel like it would be relevant, maybe some community groups, and you create a custom link for them, all right? You create a custom link, which you can just do that on Wufoo. And so now I've got 50 clients posting on their Facebook, posting on their Instagram, whatever their result is, all right? I've lost 5 kilos. I've increased my deadlift by 100. I, can now run a marathon since I started training at Momentum 360, and I absolutely love it. Next week, they are starting, whatever the offer is, they are starting their new Fit Over 40 program, and they've given me 3 free passes to give away. If you'd like one of them, I'd love to see you train there as well. Just click the link that I've got below in the comments. And then you've given them the link, you've given them a photo, so it's going to capture attention, and this just goes viral. Great way to generate more referrals. So that's number 1. Number 2 is just a simple old tag and win. You guys would have seen these before. Very, very effective. It just makes it easy for people. And so you put together this grand prize, all right, with all these goodies worth, X amount of dollars. And you say, all you need to do is simply tag your friends, tag your colleagues, tag people in there. And we're going to draw it out from all the people that are tagged. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to have a secondary prize, a runners-up prize, and you're going to private message everyone, a secondary or runners-up prize or whatever you want to call it. And so everybody gets an offer. Someone absolutely wins the main prize, but this way you're definitely going to get more people in. So you do a big tag and win, huge dollar value, absolutely goes off. All right, so that's the other one. This is one that I ran many, many, many years ago at one of my facilities called Coastal Bodies. We had this big 32-inch LED TV sitting in the studio, and we just said everybody that puts a ticket in has a chance of winning. So the more referrals you give, the more chances you have of winning. But not only that, we also said for any referral, whether they sign up or not, all right, we're going to take $20 off your next debit. So not only do you go into the draw for a main prize, and it doesn't have to be a TV, it could be a Fitbit, it could be an iPad, it could be a holiday, it could be whatever, right? I've rotated lots of those, and they work really, really well. And you go, anybody that gives me a referral, I'm going to give you $20 off your next debit. And I'm really happy to do this because right now I'm paying about $20 for Facebook leads. So I'd rather give my client $20 off their next debit than Mark Zuckerberg. All right, as we're going through. So I would run a client billboard once a year. I would run a tag and win once a year. I would run a referral competition at least once a year. And so really what you've got is you've got 3 to 4 targeted campaigns, all a little bit different, okay, because different people kind of react differently to different stimulus to really put rocket fuel for those referrals. So these events campaigns are absolutely key. And so now you can see how much better your referrals going to be when I've asked every single client when they come in. when I'm asking at least 3 to 5 clients every single week because I'm recognizing these triggers. And every quarter, I have a targeted campaign, which is just going to really accelerate these referrals. But we're not done there. We've got recognize, we've got reward. Recognize is really simple. When you get a referral, acknowledge the referral publicly. So if you've got a client Facebook group, if you've got a physical space in the client Facebook group, thank you, Dan, so much for your referral of John. I'm incredibly appreciative. There is no greater compliment to me, and this is how we're going to change more lives. If you've got a facility, you might put up a sign which says something very, very similar. All right, so you want to recognize. Then the last thing you want to do is reward. People won't generally refer because of the inherent reward, but you do have to remember the adage, what gets rewarded gets repeated. And so when you reward it, you're much more likely to see that behavior repeated in the future. And so the reward, it could be $20 off their next debit. It could be $10 voucher at the local cafe for some coffee. It could be, a book from their favorite author, a voucher at their favorite restaurant, whatever it is, just something to reward the client, because that's how you're really going to accelerate and grow your business. And how much is a client worth to you? Don't be a tight ass. A client is, the lifetime value of a client. You should know that figure. But a lot of the time, it's going to be well over $1,000, and a $10 voucher at your local cafe is just such a small token, but it goes a long way. So there we have it. There is the referral system. You earn the referrals. You ask them 3 main ways. You recognize and reward. When you do this, particularly this ask, and you systemize these asks, these 3 different ways, you will see your referrals skyrocket. You will see your business grow. And a really good benchmark is that 40% of your inbound leads should be referrals. That is a great benchmark. That means that your system is working, your product is great as well. So hope you enjoyed this masterclass. Hope you got a lot of value from it. It's been really fun delivering it. If you'd like more referral systems, if you'd like all the scripts that we use for our runners up for the tag and win, what we use for the billboards and everything else, reach out to me. We give all of that to our clients, both in Success Club and Game Changer. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you got immense value. Have a fantastic day. Take care.